It's the grandson of Right Thought. Welcome to the School of Marvelous Light. Hope you all are doing well tonight, little flock. I know it's a lot of wild stuff going on. It's a lot of people having hangovers and waking up from drunken stupors and all kind of other nonsense going on. But I pray that you all are doing well, keeping the faith. This message of truth is pretty much ignored by the world. As the scriptures say, it's a cornerstone of life that's rejected. And I would challenge you all on this subject of cornerstone. What would you say the cornerstone of any life is? Because I would say that if you build anything and it's not built on the truth, then it'll fall. Cornerstone of anything is truth. You have to do it true, or it's not truly being done. You see? And Abba's always trying to appeal to the hearts of men, but he says that they're hard-hearted. He says they're impudent, stiff-necked. He's often appealed to us to rend our hearts, but man is hard-headed and stiff-necked, like he said. Turn your hearts unto me, he's often beckoned to us, but man goes along with a stiff-necked nature. Abba says, the sacrifice of a broken heart, broken, contrite heart, I will not refuse that. I will accept that sacrifice. Nobody wants to deal with their own heart, man. As long as you give a message to somebody and you don't point out any wickedness that's going on in their heart, then they'll listen to you all day long. Because I guess you speaking smooth things to them. Things that can easily be received. And see, you got something dark in your heart, that ain't easy to be received. But all have sinned, fallen short. So then if all have sinned and fallen short, then what does that tell you about man? His heart is sick. But he don't want to deal with that sick heart of his. He'd rather blame somebody else for what he's experiencing. He'd rather blame somebody else for the darkness that comes out of his own heart. It's your fault that this came out of me. Well, whose fault is it that it was in you? You want to blame me for exposing that it's in there, but why is it there? That's my damn question. People just go along hurting people. And they do it subtly because remember, we're talking about the heart here. Remember when Christ said, committing adultery? If you've done it in your heart, then you've done it. But then it's that way with every other thing, people. You don't have to smack somebody in the face to smack them in the face in your heart. You don't have to spit on somebody to spit on them in your heart. And see, to spiritually minded people, when people spit on you from their heart, they think because they didn't physically spit on you, you shouldn't be offended. Hear me good today, little flock. They think you don't have a right to be offended because I didn't actually smack you. But you feel smacked, don't you? And it was because they smacked you from their heart. Or they did what Yahusha said. They committed adultery in their heart, so they have done it. But they think because they didn't physically do it, that they didn't do it. So you have no right to be mad. Well, Spiritually minded people are able to see through the nonsense. You smacked me. You spit on me for nothing. Like the scriptures says, they hate you without a cause. You didn't do anything wrong. It's a hard thing, little flock, to make peace within yourself. That some of the wrongdoing that you receive from others, the wrong treatment that you have to endure, is not because you did anything wrong. It's just because that person is mean. It's just because that person is evil. It's just because that person is wicked. It's just because that person isn't willing to submit. They're still hard-hearted. They're still stiff-necked and rebellious as hell. That's what it means. Because we should all, from our hearts, be tender toward one another. If you're not tender towards your brother or your sister, you're under a curse, man. You didn't read Deuteronomy? If you don't keep these commandments and hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep all his commandments that I command thee this day, these curses shall come upon thee. Part of those curses is the tender and delicate man among you shall turn evil toward his brother, his wife, and his children. See that there? So when your wife comes and says, hey, honey, how's your day going? And you grumble and look at her with this nasty look in your eye, you're smacking her with your heart. But you don't think you're smacking her because you didn't physically do it. So you're wondering why she's all hurt. When she brings her plate of food, she says, here you go, baby. And then you smack it away off the table, or you just don't eat it and ignore her. That's smacking somebody. But y'all think y'all so slick you can fool God that you didn't smack nobody. Sick, man. That's another level of evil. Just deliberately hurting people. Why? What does it profit you to hurt somebody? That's what I'm trying to figure out. See, when you know the commandment of the Most High that he keeps telling you to keep, which is do unto others as you would have them do unto you, then you're very careful about what you do to others. Because what you do to others is what you want them to do to you. So then, like I said, when the wife came and said, hey, baby, how's your day? And you grumbled and got mad and got short and quick with her. And she says, well, I just was asking because you looked like something was wrong. There ain't nothing wrong with me, damn it. Well, damn. That's not kind and loving to your wife. Now you're going to blame her for why you ain't kind and loving. Well, you asked me once and you asked me twice. Well, somebody who really cares will not accept that one answer. If they really, truly care, would they? Well, no. Well, then why are you mad if I showed you I cared by asking more than once? By not just accepting that answer that everybody gives. How you doing today? Good. People having the worst fucking days of their life. But if you walk past them at the job and say, what's up, man? How you doing today? They'll be like, I'm all right. What's going on, brother? I'm good. For the most part, that's the answer you get, even though it's not true. People just throw it out there. Well, they do that when you ask them how they're doing. They do the same thing. I'm good. I'm okay. They know they're not okay, but they say, I'm okay. So then when you inquire further, hey, what's really going on? Then they lash and snap at you. I said ain't nothing wrong, man. What you all mad at me for? I said ain't nothing. So why are you doing that to me? This is what I mean. That's the dilemma that you run into when you don't deal heart to heart. What do I mean by heart to heart? What does Abba do? He searches the intents of your heart. So then if we all who say we're servants of God, then we are to judge by the intents of the heart, not by outward appearance, because that's what the Father does. So when somebody's seeking to see how you're doing, all you have to do is see the intents of their heart. Then you won't be frustrated by them asking you how you're doing, because a person will only ask you how you're doing because they care. What would you rather have them do? Ignore you when you're going through distress? Yeah, that'll make me feel loved. If when I'm feeling distressed, my partner, my friend, my brother, my sister, they just ignore me. They never ask how I'm doing. Human beings, it's natural for them to do that for one another. Are you okay, brother? Let me ask you guys, which is the more loving response? To ignore a person or to check on them? Remember when the man asked Yahushua, he said, who is my neighbor? And Yahushua gave him the story of the Samaritan man that helped that man that was beaten, that man that got robbed, left for dead on the side of the road. Y'all remember that? And the Samaritan man helped him. What did those other people do? The Levite, the priest, what'd they do? They ignored him and walked past on the other side of the road. And Yahushua said, which one was the neighbor? And the man said, the Samaritan, obviously. So then what does that mean then, guys? What is that saying? It's saying that the ones that ignored the man, act like they didn't see him or didn't care, were obviously not a neighbor to this man. But the Samaritan who actually gave a damn and cared enough to help the man, see, how you doing? What happened? That was his neighbor. That's the one who loved him. So then I'll ask you guys, how should we show love? Be like the Levite who walked past or the Samaritan who helped? And y'all all know the answer to it. Y'all all know the answer because y'all all think that you're smart, right? Y'all know the answer to that question. The one who stops and checks on the brother, man, that's the one that love him. Okay, so what happens when you see your brother? And like I said, because people are not dealing heart to heart, they're looking at the surface of what you're doing instead of looking at the heart. Hey, brother, you okay? Yeah, I'm all right. You look at the heart, which means you're looking at other stuff other than what they said. You don't judge by what they said, because neither does God. You don't judge by the hearing of your ears or the seeing of your eyes. So when the person looks frustrated, you ask instead of assume. You ask them, are you okay? Because it looks as though this. Oh, well, it's not that. Well, are you sure? Because it seems like it, because this thing. I said I ain't. Why are you mad? Because I'm just clarifying if you truly are okay, because human beings will lie about being okay. They lie. So why are you mad when I'm inquiring? Knowing our nature is to lie. Because they don't judge the heart. They don't care about your intention of your heart. They don't judge the way God judges. Y'all know during the days of Noah that there weren't a lot of people spared, were there? There wasn't a lot of people spared. Why? Because the status of their hearts ultimately, you can come up with all kind of fanciful reasons and ideas and things of why you think God didn't allow those people to make it to the new earth. But ultimately, it was the status of their hearts, because he judges the hearts. You can't change that. That's what he does. And he changes not. He will always judge the intention of why you did what you did. So though your brother may misunderstand because he doesn't judge the way God judges, he must misunderstand your intention on why you're doing what you're doing. God doesn't misunderstand it. So you may have to suffer. You may have to suffer that rebuke. You may have to suffer that dismissal. You may have to suffer that lack of an apology for being treated like that. Yep, that's what's called being hated without a cause. You didn't do anything. This person's got some other personal shit going on, and they're just using it as an excuse to take it out on you, instead of taking the opportunity you gave them to just be honest and talk from the heart and say what's really frustrating them. And you, as the elect, you must realize that a lot of the people that you're dealing with, they respond that way because they're just not used to being asked how they are. They're not used to it, and it causes them to become frustrated. Strange dynamics, the psych world, the soul of man goes through a lot of things and falsely believes a lot of things. And sometimes it's hard to break people out of those old core beliefs. No one cares about me. I need to take care of it myself. That's not a unity mindset. That's not a brotherhood mindset. If I want it done right, I got to do it. Sheesh. See? Nobody else is worth a damn. Nobody else exists other than you. Now, who else has that mentality? I am and none else. Yeah, y'all know who that is that thinks that way. You know who that is that thinks that way. They want to pervert everything and cause you to focus on the outside world. But really, the inside is full of dead men's bones. And that's what you got to look at, man. You got to look at the darkness and the hatred in people's hearts. Everybody want to talk about what a person has physically done. But like Christ said, you need to focus on what they're doing from their hearts. Men think they're slick. They will take shots and they will make it seem like they're not because it's hidden what they're doing. Yeah, I'm taking shots at you, but I'm too much of a coward to tell you I'm taking shots at you. So I'll just take the shots, and then when you tell me, hey, you're taking shots at me, I'll just deny it because nobody can see it. But I see your heart. I see the intentions of what you're doing. You're not doing this because you actually love me. You're doing this because you want something from me. You're doing this because you want some type of gain for yourself. That's the only reason you're doing it. I told you, it's people's hearts is what the issues are, man. Out of the heart come the issues of life. Y'all don't want to talk about the heart today? No. Talk about somebody else's life. Talk about what's going on out there. Why? How does that help you? How does me talking about what's going on out there affect what's going on in here? I have to talk about what's going on in here if you were ever to heal in here. People think it's okay to be nasty and mean. It's never okay. God never said to do it. It's never a good reason you got when you stand before the Father and say, this is why I treated that person with iniquity. They came to me with this, and I gave them that in exchange. And people do it every day with a simple thing as a greeting. Watch what I mean. You're walking down the street, you see a brother coming up the opposite direction. So when you see the brother, you say, hey, brother, how you doing today? And he ignores you. That's iniquity. It's just that simple. He heard you good and clear. He saw you and everything, but he chose to ignore you because something's wrong with his heart. But of course, you feel that. And it wants to convince you that something's wrong with you for being friendly. That something's wrong with you for actually caring. That's how this world tries to treat you. A lot of tares especially will try to make you feel guilty for caring. It's a strange thing to love someone whose core belief is, I'm unlovable. You'll be talking just like Yahusha. All day long, I would have just, like a hen, gathered you. All I'm trying to do is love you. How come you're interpreting that as something else? Because I'm unlovable, is what I believe. So I cannot compute love. See why they're tares? If you don't know love, if you can't compute love, then you can't come into oneness with the Father, because God is love. But people would rather justify what wrong they've done to somebody rather than just correcting it. Putting the scales back balanced again. If you see somebody make a sacrifice for you, then it's only right that you make a sacrifice for them. And a sacrifice may be a little more patience with them. When you see they're not doing nothing harmful to you, they may be irritating you with what they're doing, but they don't mean any harm. So you have to look at what they mean, not what they did. This nigga irritating me, fuck him. But he doesn't mean to be irritating. That's not the intention. So judge him on his intention. So you can't do it. Your humanity is so rebellious and hard-hearted, and it is sad to me. It's sad to me that y'all want to treat each other like that. So sad. You'd rather just treat each other harshly, treat each other mean, tax yourself by doing something harsh to somebody, and don't realize that you're only taxing yourself. Why do that? Because of out of ignorance. I don't know I'm hurting myself. Well, you know now because I'm telling you. When somebody extends a kind hand to you, recognize it and respond in kind. Not with iniquity. If you lashing out at that person, they better have lashed out at you. So then you can at least say that's why you lashed out. But if they were coming to you kind, coming to you generous, coming to you compassionate, then what did you pay back? That's the question. What did you pay them back for their concern for you? What did you pay them back for their kindness towards you? When they were patient with you, were short with them? You act like you've never irritated a person before. That's what I'm saying. We all fall short. So we've all irritated somebody. But it's how we respond when we irritate that person. It's how we respond to it and what we do. But that takes consciousness of your heart in those moments, not their heart, not this person even, not what they did. All you're focused on what response am I giving from my heart? What am I paying? So even if I receive iniquity, I'm still going to give equity. And if I can't give equity, if this person won't even allow me to do that, then I won't give anything. I'll forgive their error. I'll forgive their debt. And I'll just move on. But I'm not gonna render evil for evil, man. And it seems like sometimes that's all people want you to damn do. Is come down, I've said it before, come down in the basement where they're at. You're up there walking around in the light, being all pleasant, being kind, thinking that the day is normal. And then here comes that down in the dumps ass, sad ass nigga that live in the basement. Come down here with me. Why? Why do you want to live down there in the dark where it's all dank and stankin' and every damn thing? Why don't you come up here in the light where it's clean? We up here cooking food, it smells good up here. I don't want to come up there because then my heart will be exposed. Well, what's in your heart that you don't want exposed? Evil. Selfish as fuckness. That's what's in there. Just telling you like it is. People are more concerned about how I tell you it's there than looking and seeing it's there. This is so weird to me. It's like you're in a house and it's haunted by some type of damn monster. And y'all are going around this house. And y'all are looking for this damn monster. Now, we're searching through the house. Let's say it's just me and you, and we're searching through this house. Well, as we're searching, I see you down the hallway down there, and I see the monster coming up behind you. And then I go, hey, watch out, that motherfucking monster about to get your ass, nigga, run! You're going to stand there and say, grandson, why do you have to say all that stuff like that? Why do you have to yell? And while you're doing that, smart ass, he's gobbling your ass up. He gobbled you up because you're offended at me for how I'm saying it. Instead of, oh shit, there's a monster behind me. Let me get the hell out of here. Yeah. You can talk to me while we're in the truck 500 miles away. You can talk to me then about what I said. But I'm trying to save you from that monster. I don't have time to say it politically correct. I'm sorry you were offended at me. Should have been offended about that damn monster behind you. And that's what it is when I'm telling you about hearts. Instead of looking at the big-ass monster in your heart, you're looking at me saying, why are you saying it like that, grandson? Because it's life or death. It's peril. It's serious. If Abba told me that what I'm telling you keeps your blood off my hands, then what does that mean happens if you don't listen? Blood coming. But y'all don't want to hear that part. Y'all don't hear nothing of value, it seems like, in this world. And that's why I said friendship with this world is hatred against God. Can't y'all understand that now? Shit. A person who has suffered great iniquity, if they respond and lash back, even though it's not right that they did, I can understand why they did. But to just lash out at somebody for no reason, I can't understand that though. I can't rock with that. I have to have a reason. I can't just decide, well, and the reason can't be my own personal shit. It has to be something that they've done, something offensive that they've done. And asking how you are today is not offensive. And somebody saying, well, hey, it seems like you're mad. That's not offensive. So then why are you acting like it's offensive? Because. Niggas think because saves. Because don't save shit. I've never heard of the Savior being named because. And if your Savior is named because, then I don't want nothing to do with him. I don't know that man. But it seems like y'all think y'all can protect yourself behind a nigga named But and a nigga named Because. I would have did that, but. And the reason I did that was because. That's all niggas want to say instead of the truth. My heart is dim. The light going out in there. I'm getting irritated. That's why I acted that way toward you. It had nothing to do with you asking me that question. What does you asking me that question have to do with whether I respond kind or not? Nothing. So then why are you blaming me? Well, see, that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all today. People rather do that than hear the truth of the issue and deal with it, which is their own heart. The people literally tell the prophets to prophesy smooth things and things wherein there is no prophet. And y'all think it's strange when I tell you that that's what people want. I'm just telling you what God says people want. And I trust God. So I believe him. And then I see it happening. I see the coldness, man. Everywhere I go. Cold ass hearts. Mean ass people. Selfishly minded ass people. And I'm not just saying this. This is what the Father says. Covetous in nature. Only want what they want for the comforts of themselves. And they cannot be kind or patient or long-suffering, in other words, loving, if they are not comfortable. I'll be loving and kind to you and nice to my brothers and sisters and husband and wife and everything when I'm comfortable. What? That's not love. Love doesn't seek its own comfort, nigga. I love you. Show me you love me. And how do you show me you love me? By being patient with me. By being kind with me. By being long-suffering toward me. By not seeking your own when you deal with me. There's ways you prove it. By enduring with me. By conquering all things that I have that are hindering our relationship. Conquering them with me. People don't want to conquer shit. They give up because they're weak, they're jellybacks, they're cowards, and so they give up. Period. Can't lie to me. Soon as some shit get hard, niggas want to give up. That shows how weak their hearts are. That shows how fickle their love is. That shows how fake their faith is. And they hate being told the truth about that. Well, somebody got to tell you if it's true. How can the truth teller omit the truth when it comes to you? Why would he do that? Y'all will sit up here and listen to a million damn videos about TD Jakes and P. Diddy and bite your fingernails and suck on your fingers. Oh my God, what's going to happen with them while you're eating popcorn? What's going to happen? Is he going to get through this, or did he really do it or not? Whatever, why don't you worry about what's happening in your damn heart? He not going to come looking to see if you watching TD Jakes. He not going to come to see if you watching P. Diddy. He going to come to see if you watching your own heart, because that's where your issues come from. And when you hurt somebody, you're going to get hurt. That's what makes me so sad. It does. It does. Soon as you see somebody show iniquity, your heart breaks for them. If you're a loving person, it does. Because you just get frustrated with them. You say, come on, you don't know you're killing yourself. Damn, there's them gluttons for punishment. All they want is negativity and evil to come their way so they can justify what they do. Yeah. I know I did that, but did you see what so-and-so did? Yeah, but you. I know, but did you see what so-and-so did? I know, but your heart. I know, but did you hear about so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so? How does what so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so, how does that help you in your heart with your issue? How does that help you? Pointing out their error, how does it help you? Oh, well, it doesn't. So then why are you doing vanity labor? Why are you laboring in vain? No, you're smart. See, this is why they get offended. Hell yeah, I'm smart. Well, then act like it. So you saying I act like I ain't. Well, to work in vain is stupid. Yeah, I mean it is, but don't be calling me stupid though. People are stupid if they don't have God. So then why are you offended that when you didn't have God, you did stupid shit? Why are you offended at that? Because, man, you kind of called me stupid. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Yep, brother, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to call you stupid, man. That's right. They think everything that you say is about them instead of about the subject matter. People that do this is in sin. And then they think, well, since they did that, then you're only talking about them. Oh my God, ego, sick, nasty. That's what Paul said, I die daily. Because if you don't die daily to that thing, man, you look incredibly ridiculous. You look so paranoid, so cowardly and afraid when you act like that. You don't think you are, but you are. Just as timid and afraid as you want to be, claiming you're not, and refuse to believe you're not. Well, if a man can't accept the truth, then how can he find God? Now, all men are called to what? Repentance. So if all men are called to repent, then that means all of them done messed up, right? So then, shouldn't you expect to be told that about yourself in life? You've messed up, man. I don't like being told that, so then I'm going to act like what he's saying is wrong, even though it's right. Because you don't like it, you're going to act like it's wrong, even though it's right. Jezebel leading your house, that's for sure. That's for sure. And that's the biggest load of pride I've ever seen, is when somebody knows what they're doing is wrong and they insist on doing it anyway. And when you ask these people, so you just don't even care about God right now? No. All right then. All right then. Like I say, I don't know. I don't understand why y'all feel good when y'all hurt people in this world. I don't know why that seems to get your rocks off so good when you have shafted somebody over something stupid. I'm telling you, man, people will hurt other people's feelings so they can get a few more minutes of sleep. But I love you. But love don't seek its own. But they will be mad at you because they need 5 more minutes of sleep and they didn't get it. They're pissed off at you now. I told you, people will get mad at you just because you asked them what's wrong. And they said nothing, and you didn't just accept that off rip. You said, no, seemed like something wrong. Hey, man, I told ya. Now you have made it very awkward and uncomfortable for me to ask you how you are. But then if I go any more time not asking you how you are, then you'll accuse me of being careless. You'll accuse me of not being loving, of neglect. Look at this catch-22. These people trying to put you in, man. It's so sad. It just really is. Because when people do something that's evil or bad, guess what? That's what's happening to them. And there ain't nobody can change it. Nobody can. So all you can do is try to watch what you do. That's the only wise alternative left, is to watch what you're doing to people. You like to be cut short. You like to be, for no reason, just cut at like that with somebody's mouth. What? What do you want? You're asking me all the damn time how I'm doing. I'm fine. You like to be talked to like that? And they will automatically tell you no, but yet they're doing it. Hypocrite. How can you not see that the thing you say you don't want to happen, you're doing it? How can't you see that? Blind, 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 blind. Blind. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Then they'll do some evil shit and you'll say, that's what you want to happen? No way. So why do you do it? Because I can get away with it. No, you can't. You're going to pay to the last farthing. I serve God. well, then you should know his commands. You serve God, but yet you're doing all this evil shit to people. That shit gonna come back on you. You sure you serve God? Because people that serve God are very careful what they put out of their heart. And people that truly serve God worship him in spirit, which means they don't look at the outward appearance of the thing. They look at the intent. The word that you said, I don't care about the sound of it or the word. I care about why you used that word to describe what you did. That's what I'm trying to hear. What are you expressing by using those words? But see, people get offended about words. Hey man, you said that word. Oh my God. Okay, y'all keep judging like men then, world. Okay? Y'all keep judging like men. Y'all got it figured out. Y'all obviously don't give a damn about what we saying over here at the School of Marvelous Light, so be it. Abba said few shall find it, and it ain't but a few here at the School of Marvelous Light, so it seems like good math to me. So y'all go ahead on thinking that y'all got it and thinking that you got time to be mean to people and to make it right eventually. Abba said don't let the sun go down on your wrath, man, but reconcile with your brother before you even come pray to me. So all of y'all who think you can be evil to your brother and then go pray to God about it are fucking lying. See, I know you don't like I said it like that, but it's true. But it's true. Because if a man say he love God and yet he hate his brother, he's a liar. So we got precepts as well. In case you guys are wondering if what I said was actually true or not. If you have aught with your brother, go and leave your sacrifice at the altar and go and reconcile with him. So then Abba's telling you something. I would rather you fix the problem with your brother before you come talk to me. But people think they can go talk to God and leave the work with their brother undone. And that's where they're wrong. That's where you're wrong. You break a heart, then you better go back and fix it. Because you're the one who broke it. The offense came from you. So it's only right that you repair it. And if you leave it unrepaired, then guess what happens to your life? It will stay unrepaired and unhealed. And then you'll cry out to God and you'll be angry at God as if he did something to you. When all along, the issue came out of your heart. Why can't you hear this today? All of you people in this land, when will you fix your hearts? When will you turn back to the Father and get out of your pride? How long will you go along doing this evil and think that it's unseen by the Father? Your pride goes before you and it will cause a great fall. A great fall. To the little flock, Siloam to you, Israel. May you have peace today. May you have shelter. May you be warm. May you be fed. May you be blessed each and every day of your life. And every step that you take, may it be the right step for you. In the name of divine love. Siloam Israel.